G'day, my name is Gary for the YouTube channel Simple Audio Tips. Is soldering smoke bad for your health? Is it lead gas or some other toxic substance? Well, stick around and I'll find you out the answer and give you some tips on how to make soldering a little bit safer. The solder we use for general soldering projects is made up of a combination of substances, 60% tin and 40% lead, and also a wetting agent to aid solder flow called flux. Now, flux is added to help clean the surface that you're hoping to weld together. The metal must be clean of impurities or the connection's going to be poor. So to get a better understanding of what makes up the smoke that you see, let's start with some basics. Now, I don't claim to be a scientist or a chemist, but I do remember a few principles from school. A substance, like a liquid, starts to give off gas when it's heated and begins to boil. Now, your soldering iron is usually set to the temperature of 300 to 400 degrees Celsius. So even though solder made from tin and lead may melt around these temperatures, soldering irons are just not capable of heating the metal to their boiling point to turn them into gas. Now, tin, for example, boils around 2,600 degrees Celsius and lead boils around 1,700. So by far the majority of fumes must be boiling flux. And that's what it's supposed to do. It reacts to the applied heat and it cleans the surfaces that you want to weld together. So is flux smoke harmful when you breathe it in? Well, interestingly, one reference stated that when flux is heated, it releases hydrochloric acid and other gases containing benzene, toluene, styrene, phenyl, chlorophenyl, isopropyl alcohol. So to put it simply, it's toxic and it also has a cumulative effect. So as with cigarette smoking, the effects of breathing in solder or flux smoke may not become apparent for many years, unless of course you develop some sort of asthma or bronchitis early. Now, I was working with Kathy on a sound installation in Brisbane and I asked her why she was concerned about soldering smoke.
It can make you sick, and I was already getting sick and I didn't want to add to it, so I really want to try and look after my health, particularly since we're so busy, we can't afford to get sick.
Even though the negative effects of breathing in solder smoke may not become apparent for many years, it's only sensible to do what you can to reduce your exposure by controlling this hazard in some way. Now, there's a lot of great products out there that you can buy to suck up the smoke and filter the air through carbon mats. But of course they cost a lot of money, maybe between $50 and $100. So what if you're on a budget? Well, I asked Kathy what she's done to reduce the chance of breathing in these soldering fumes.
I bought a little fan. So it's got the fan on it with a high and low speed, and it's also got a light, which is really handy, and then I can see what I'm doing. And it's battery operated, so I don't have to run around looking for a power point. So it's really handy and I can set it up however I want.
Now, there's so many fans out there and exhaust systems that you can buy. You might even want to jump on the internet and get some ideas of building your own smoke filter. So let's sum it all up. To minimise the risks when soldering, you need to solder in a well-ventilated area. And of course, this is going to minimise the risk of inhaling that flux smoke. Protect your eyes, because when you're soldering, sometimes the solder can spatter. And also you've got those smoke or the chemicals, you don't want those washing over your eyes either. And also wash your hands well after the project, and especially before you eat anything, because you want to remove any traces of lead from your fingers. So by following these simple steps, you're going to reduce the risks that are associated with working around solder and soldering smoke. If you encounter breathing difficulty or develop a reaction to handling solder, you should immediately talk to your doctor. I'll leave some links in the description below this video that might be helpful. I'd like to find out what you have found helpful in reducing the hazards associated with soldering smoke. Maybe you've found some cheap alternative to buying expensive filtration devices. Please let us know by typing them in the comments section. If you enjoyed our video and you'd like to see more, make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel. Until our next audio tip, we'll catch you later. To minimise the risks of smoking, To minimise the risks of smoking. Well, I don't want to be smoking solder. That'd be the worst thing. Okay, so let's get this right.